All right, is that working? Yeah. Oh, that's working. Hang on.
This meeting is being recorded.
Okay, we're working. Oh, I need to read. Sorry. Oh my God, I don't have my light on. Jeez Louise, it's Monday. Okay. Hello. We are the Spiritual Neighborhood. The Spiritual Neighborhood is a grassroots community project of the Council of Families for Children, a 501c3 nonprofit. We believe that sick can be fixed, so we support services that improve the quality of life for the body, mind, and spirit for the integration of a healthy, happy human. And we have our regular speaker back today, Kay Horn. Yay!
Hi. Thank you for having me, ladies.
So, Kay, tell them who you are a little bit. You just introduce yourself better than anybody can because you've known yourself all your life.
For a few odd instances, but most of the time. Anyway, I'm a spiritual artist, and I like to think of myself as a spiritual artist and mentor. So I express myself through colors and words of inspiration. Before COVID, I traveled around to different fairs, and I would paint soul portraits for people, which are abstract representations of your soul energy using colors you've chosen. And they include a written channel message about your soul information, about your destiny, reason for being, or any other information you may need to know. And I hear in my left ear, one word at a time. I start writing on the outside of the canvas, and I finish up on the back. And then while I'm painting for you, I'll be giving you additional information. So you get from me a written channel message, an original piece of art, and a psychic reading. So that's what I like to do and what I haven't done a lot of this year. So
you get 3 in 1 with you. Yes. Magic number 3. That's an awesome thing as well. And you know, at the very least, you get this beautiful piece of art. And every piece I've ever seen you do is just absolutely stunning.
Well, thank you. I have a lot of fun. I've had different people suggest that I just do readings for people, and it's like I don't really get a lot of satisfaction out of that because the joy for me is in the painting and it's expressing with the colors. So if I can't paint while I'm doing your reading, then I'm not as happy as I could be. And so I just really don't go there very often.
Well,
once in a while,
And that's such a talent. I mean, how many people can just do a painting and do it in 30 minutes to an hour or however long it takes and have something that is as stunning as that? And whether you're psychic or intuitive or what, you can look at these paintings and they speak to you. I think if you gave everyone a chance, we would all have a message that came out of that painting that's behind you. I know I do. It just speaks to me.
Thank you. I hope so. Thank you so much. I really enjoy it. I miss it.
So we were talking about before we got on the air about your journey. I like the way you say before COVID. So we have BC, AD, and now we're going back to BC before COVID. And when so
yes. So that's what I discovered in writing this last piece for today. Today I'm going to talk about happiness, and I discovered since I've been on with you ladies that I've been talking about my personal journey through COVID. And, I started out with the second time I was with you, we talked about inner peace, and the last time we talked about balance. And today we're talking about happiness. Because, I found that I fly fish with my enlightenment. It comes and goes. And although I know I was talking a little bit earlier about how I feel that our enlightenment comes through our logic and our knowledge and our intellect, where, we forget about emotions, and those can stick that leg out there and trip you up. So that's kind of what's been happening to me this past few weeks. This time of year is kind of difficult for me anyway, because last week was the 10th anniversary of my husband's passing, so I get kind of twitchy during July and August anyway, and then my birthday's coming up, so I'm dealing with that too, not getting any younger. This has been a difficult time for me, and I know it has been for everybody else. So I hope that people can take something in what I'm sharing and help them through their journey too.
Right.
What I discovered in writing this is that what I'm actually doing is I'm going through the stages of grief over losing my life before COVID. I had a wonderful, beautiful, magical life. I loved my life. I traveled internationally. I did what I wanted to do with whomever I wanted to be with at the time. I met new people at fairs, and I painted 3 weekends a month. So I was out and I saw people a lot, and I interacted with them a lot. And now, I've isolated myself, and I'm not happy about it. I figured that out. It's like it finally dawned on me what my problem was. And after I've identified the other problems we already talked about, this is the next one that popped up. So that's kind of what my subject is today. So hopefully people will be able to take something from today's message and help them.
Well, I know I'm looking forward to it, because I think that all of us here, from the conversations we've had privately, we're all in some stage of that, because we miss things. And for me, the hardest part is knowing what is logical and how far we isolate, how careful are we. And then the other side of that is that I get out and I'm like, to me, being out's not worth all this aggravation. We took the grandkids out yesterday, and we had to stop and get gas, and they wanted to go get something to drink. And by the time we got out of there getting a drink, I was a nervous wreck,
Yeah.
So
and you still don't know what to believe and what not to believe. We don't seem to have any concrete information that we can rely upon. It seems like it's a mass confusion. One day we hear one thing, and another day we hear something else, or 5 other new things.
No, I just decided I'm going to get a pressure sprayer and put it in the back of the car and fill it with alcohol. And I'm going to spray the kids down with it before they get in the car. What can it hurt?
It can't hurt anything, that's for sure.
Because they touch everything. They're 10 years old and they touch everything. You're going, stop touching that. Stop touching that.
Well, that's what they do. That's how they get their information.
Yes.
Touching things.
I know.
At least they're over the part where they put it in their mouth.
Oh, yes.
Oh, thank goodness for that. Oh, gee.
Our toddlers, everything's in their mouth.
Yes.
That's right. Mm-hmm. Oh, gee. Yeah, that would not be good.
Yeah. So anyway, whenever you ladies are ready, I read a little bit, and then I talk it a little bit, and I hope we can discuss it. And
have at it. The floor is yours. Take it away.
All right. Thank you. Well, I'd like to say a little disclaimer before I start, is that this may sound kind of whiny, and it probably does, because I felt pretty whiny. And so it's like, I hate being whiny. I don't like being depressed. I don't like, not being at least balanced and peaceful. And so I haven't been, that's for darn sure. So here we go. This is my latest revelation about myself. So I realized this week that I'm mad. I'm pissed off. I'm angry because my world has been disrupted by circumstances beyond my control. And I'm a little bit of a control freak. That's why I write, and I don't just start talking channeling. Anyways, so this virus situation has been going on far too long and doesn't look to improve anytime soon. Additionally, no one seems to know how to treat it exactly or make it go away. We've all been forced to change our daily habits, isolate ourselves, and do without simple pleasures that make our lives worthwhile and enjoyable. Gone are the days of gathering family and friends without fear of contracting or infecting someone with potentially dangerous, deadly sickness. It feels as though we're all trapped in an old black and white Twilight Zone episode and can't turn off the TV or escape the terrors of unknown forces intent on controlling our lives with fear and confusion. So I'm really dating myself with that, right? I don't know. I watched those when I was yeah, right? Yeah, you remember
good
those.
Shows, though. It was good shows.
Yeah.
That's right.
Right. It feels as though I feel like I've been holding my breath while waiting for my life to resume without limitations and restrictions. And that really says a lot, because I feel like I've been holding my breath, just waiting for this to be over, but it's not going away. In fact,
right.
It may get worse after the kids start school. So that's scary in itself,
Mm-hmm.
Well, it already has in some places. In Georgia, they've already had the repercussions in 1 week. So
yeah, well, we know it's going to get worse. So here we go. My life has been so disrupted that I feel I'm imprisoned without freedom of movement. Enjoyable activities have been taken away and are no longer available for my experience. I can't hold my breath any longer. I must learn to breathe in a new world of heavy outside forces designed to restrict my movement thereby limiting my joy and happiness. So freedom of movement makes, is everything to me. whether it's who I want to spend time with or where I want to go. But freedom of movement is just me. I need to move. And so does everybody else. We all need to move and breathe, right? Okay, I'm being a little dramatic, but not far off from the reality of our current life situation. We're being forced into unfamiliar circumstances, resulting in a lack of freedom to move about and experience daily life. It seems we no longer have limitless opportunities to experience happiness as we wish, without interference from fear of death and the aggravating experience of wearing a mask every freaking time we leave our homes and venture out into public. I'm still not, I'm getting a little better about that, but
No, we could tell. We could tell.
still not happy with it. However, I did take my dog to the vet the other day to get groomed, and I did put on makeup, which is odd for me. I never leave the house without it. My face, I don't know, may disintegrate or something if it's not covered. But wearing the mask and sunglasses, I could leave the house because nobody can see anything, right?
Yeah.
So,
That's right.
I am getting used to that a little bit. So anyway, I miss seeing smiling faces or even grumpy ones. Grumpy ones would be okay. I can deal with that.
Yeah.
Look at Elizabeth then. Just look at Elizabeth.
She's not grumpy.
Yes, I am.
Yeah, okay. All right, you can be grumpy.
I am.
Who knows what's going on behind masks? It's difficult to judge or even guess at what someone thinks when they're wearing a mask. We're all hiding our fear behind our face coverings. Everything sucks. My mask is hot. I'm cranky. I'm mad. I feel stuck. I want the freedom to move about my world without limitation, without fear, without covering my face everywhere I go. Therein lies my problem. I feel as though I can't move and can't breathe. It seems I no longer can experience life without limitation, without conscious fear of sickness or death, and without wearing a freaking mask. There it is. I'm grieving the loss of my previous beautiful, magical life of limitless possibility and expression. I miss going to fairs and painting for people. I miss going shopping and being able to try on clothes. That was my exercise. That's how I got, that's how I kept fluffiness under control. Was
Seriously, it is.
shopping.
Yeah, doing the walk. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like I might as well just order from Amazon and get everything that way and then send it back when I don't like it. But so anyway, here we are. I'm whining about this. I'm moving through experiences of various stages of grief. I understand grief. I understand losing and missing a loved one, of thinking you can't live without them, of the shock of their demise, of feeling disturbing unbalance of fear of a future without them. I'm missing my life. I don't know that it's going to come back. I miss going to the movies. Yes. I want some popcorn and a Coke Icy, for God's sake.
Oh, that's my favorite.
Oh man, me too. It hurts my stomach, but I love it anyway.
I don't care. It's worth it.
Exactly. I've decided I have a choice to make again, right? We always have choices. How do I survive the fear of change in a new life structure? Are outside forces controlling my happiness, or am I restricting myself? That's a hard decision. Who's doing this? Does somebody have a gun to my head, or is it me having the gun to my head saying you can't go out, you can't do this? It's the truth. I really can't travel because, other countries don't want to accept Americans. Canada won't even. And in the past 10 years, I've traveled to 15 countries, and a few of them several times. So I travel a lot, I take 2 trips at least a year, out of the country. And so I can't do that anymore. And who wants to spend hours in the airport and on a plane with somebody else wearing a mask? I don't know. I'm just, cranky about that. Anyway, so I'm trying to decide what to do. What pathway can I choose that leads to my happiness? How do I regain my composure to enjoy once again, my beautiful, magical life? Where is that? What's next? How can I move forward? Sorry about that. Where's the map? Oh, crap. Sorry. Where's the map?
Are you getting a download?
Yeah, really. Yeah, so I have to say, well, crap. All right. Anyway, where's the map outlining my road to recovery for the days of angry thoughts and fears? It's like, where is that map? As I ponder these questions and recognize my anger as fear, I realize and remember the advice I usually give my customers who are experiencing an inordinate amount of stress and confusion in their lives. I suggest they start looking for the pony. Surely, if you're surrounded and standing in a lot of poo, there must be a pony somewhere, right? I gotta have a giant, mystical, magical unicorn. So I need to shovel. So just
Yes.
breaks, I'll have an alternate one to shovel that stuff.
I think mine's an
Somewhere
elephant.
there's a Clydesdale that's very, very healthy.
An elephant. An elephant.
Elephant. Yeah, that would be good. Yes.
Dinosaur, something is there.
Yes. T-Rex.
Oh man, they got some big poos. So I realized at this point it would be beneficial for me to heed my own advice and look for the pony. In essence, what I'm saying is whenever you find a lot of poo, as in a situation or life circumstance, if you shovel deep enough, there could be a pony, maybe even a unicorn.
So what you're saying is we need a metaphysical pooper scooper.
Oh, yeah, like a magic wand.
Magic wand.
I've got to
Magic wand.
wand, yes.
That's it.
Snap that shit out of...
Get it out of the way. Yes. Bring. Yes.
Right. Well, first of all, I didn't get the wand out, but I did decide that I must stop complaining. But I was having so much fun complaining about it, right?
It is kind of fun, though, really, especially if you can make yourself laugh about it. It is kind of fun.
Sure.
Say the negative and then reframe it. I enjoy doing that.
One thing's so good about that, man, it takes a lot for me to be angry. It takes a long time for me to get angry. But once I do, I don't get over it very quick. So kudos to you if you can do that, because if I'm mad, I have hard time.
Oh, no, I get over like that. I regurgitate whatever's on my mind. I make a joke out of it, and then I'm done.
I get myself ulcers. I hang on to my poop. I hang on to my poop for a long time. But I need
When I'm mad, I am mad all over.
We should talk
if I'm mad
about-
all over. I'm going to hold on to that for a while.
We need to talk about your potty training experience.
Well, I'm taking magnesium, so I'm all good. So don't worry about it. Thank you very well. Thank you for asking. Anyway.
She's only holding on to the metaphorical shit, not the actual.
Thank you. This understands me, who I am.
The voice of reason strikes again.
Really, there we go. I must stop complaining and start shoveling because this worldwide shutdown and overall limited existence is not going away or becoming better anytime soon. The only effective way for me to move forward towards happiness is to adapt to my current circumstances and stop whining and focusing upon what isn't available for me to enjoy or experience at this time. My decision must be made right now because I'm just so freaking tired of myself. If I had a gun, I'm just really, really tired of this.
It's bad when you get sick of yourself.
I am sick of myself. Yeah. Right. My decision must be made right now how to be happy before I doom myself to more misery. I understand I must choose to be happy before it can happen. I also understand people can be miserable while they're sitting in the lap of luxury. We all hear those stories. Mm-hmm. I don't really know anyone like that because I don't know anyone rich enough to be miserable in their lap of luxury. I hear that that's a thing, especially on TV. Or even if they're living in paradise. I mean, how can you not be happy living in paradise? I don't get it, but TV says you can, so whatever. One's happiness always depends upon one's state of mind. So I must shift my angry thoughts to focusing upon looking for the pony and understanding what makes me happy. So there we go. Now here's the next stage. What makes me happy? A good place to begin is to make a list of my favorite activities and happy place, whatever and wherever that is.
Yes.
Yes, this information will assist me in creating an action plan, and I like action plans. I'm a list maker, that will propel me into a more positive state of mind. I know what I'm missing the most in my life right now is traveling. I dream about traveling and seriously miss the ability to travel comfortably without wearing a mask or being denied entry into international cities and countries.
Yep.
Travel has always filled me with joy and happy expectation, especially when I travel internationally to places rich with historic importance. I love history, so I love, plus, you know what I like better than that, better than history, is watching something on TV and saying out loud, I've been there. My partner gets really tired of hearing me say that, but it's like, it's so cool for me to go, I've been there, I've seen that, for real. Anyway, so the thrill and anticipation of visiting places I've read about all of my life is exciting and fills me with pleasurable chills. I long to visit museums filled with magnificent paintings, sculpture, and artwork. I want to experience the energetic mastery and beauty of sacred cathedrals and temples, still reflecting the magic of long ago. I don't know if y'all have traveled internationally, but there's just so many amazing cathedrals that are just, you can just feel the energy and the prayers of people for centuries sometimes, because I've been through some places. And then when I went to Egypt, to stand there, especially in the Great Pyramid of Giza, inside of that where we had a meditation, it was just, once I got over the fear of being surrounded by stone, which was a past life thing I brought with me. Once I got over the fear of that, I started enjoying the experience. But anyway, that's another story. But,
oh my goodness, yeah.
Talk about taking your baggage with you.
Really? Yeah.
It's the thing. I had to have somebody help me through that. But anyways, usually the experience is just so overwhelmingly breathtaking, and I really, really miss that. So I enjoy all forms of traveling, whether it's by car, plane, or bus. I just want to get out and go somewhere. But where can I go right now without covering my face and limiting my enjoyment? In addition to traveling around the world, my other life passion is expressing my creativity with beautiful colors and paints. Why not combine my two favorite things? Like, duh, how come I didn't remember that before I got so miserable? Traveling and painting. How can I use what I have on hand to focus on happy thoughts of traveling to beautiful places around the world while creating paintings with wonderful memories of joyful experience? This idea is much more appealing to me than pondering the future. Oh, man, I hate to think about my grandkids going back to school, but here we go. Pondering the future, present reality of limitation, discomfort, and aggravation. So it's like you can tell that my emotions were really beating me up. And I couldn't even remember what I liked to do, hardly. I had a really hard time. So I decided to stay home, travel in my mind, recalling pleasant memories while expressing myself in a creative manner. Also, there's the additional bonus of selling my artwork and prints, providing me with new income potential and growth. And God knows I need that, new income potential and growth. We talked about that with the mask last time, about making some money, right? So
absolutely.
So I've had to rethink my business and rethink everything pretty much about my life.
You really do need to do the mask, though. I have turned mask into a new fashion statement. I have about 42 masks now, and when I see masks that are interesting or intriguing, I buy them. And some of them are not really acceptable to wear as masks, but I can wear a regular mask and put that over it to decorate it. And
oh, good idea.
And I love these people that are coordinating the masks with their outfits. I'm not a coordinator like that, so I have tie-dyed and I have flowered and I have paisley and I have colors and I have the neck gaiters that I double over and I have the stupid what is that called? Sugar skull one that makes me look like a dog because it's got this brown dog nose.
No, that's not
I do. I look like a dog that's been in a dog fight and they had to stitch my face up.
Oh.
I understand what you mean. And not every image is suitable for those masks because I turned some of my artwork into masks and I have this one with these wings on it and it looks like a lady part instead of...
I'd wear that one. I'd wear it. Send it to me. I'll wear it.
I was just going to say, I think you've got to buy her. I think she would buy that.
To you because it's like I tried it upside down, looks a little bit.
That would be worse.
Have y'all seen the one that's like a bikini and the top of the bikini goes under your nose and the bottom of the bikini goes over your mouth, but it looks like you're wearing a bikini on your face?
Well, this might be one for you then. All right.
Yeah, I love it.
So there's a buyer for everything you create. Pretty much. Somebody's going to like it somewhere, somehow. That's cool. Thank you.
I just don't think that would look really good on a guy with a goatee.
Oh, it might. It
or
depends.
beard. No.
Beauty's in the eye of the beholder. Beauty's in the eye of the beholder.
Well, I have to say, I really hope this is just a passing phase, and that this is not going to be something that.
No, I'm going to wear masks forever.
This is not lifetime. Yes, this is not a permanent venture.
Well, in the
Yes.
Middle East, they wear the face coverings, and that's part of their culture. I just don't see why we can't adopt something similar and make them more comfortable. And there has to be a way to make them more comfortable. Like I put peppermint oil on mine, so it's easier to breathe, and things like that.
Right.
But I will tell you this. I was at the store the other day, and this woman was staring at me, and I looked up and I said, I don't know if you can tell, but I'm smiling at you. She goes, I don't care.
Okay. Wow. Okay.
So I need one of those clear masks. Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
Well, I painted this past weekend at Miracles of Joy, and Joy, because of my claustrophobia, Joy gave me one of those clear face masks to wear, so I was all set to do that. And then I had a friend who her sister works at a casino in Oklahoma, so as a dealer, she has to wear gloves, and she has to wear the face mask, and she has to wear the clear protective
Shield.
one. Yeah, and so she was creating her own biosphere because she'd get hot and then it'd start raining in her visor.
Jeez.
Yeah, so she's becoming a terrarium, her own personal terrarium there.
Oh, no.
Right. So what she did is she went to Walmart and got one of those personal fans. So I heard that, and so it's like, okay, well, I got to do this. I got to paint. I want to paint. I want to do this. So I went on Amazon and I bought like a net with double fans.
I have that.
Yes.
I have that. Yeah.
Well, plus, what's so cool about these fans is that they have lights, different colored lights. So I'm getting green and purple and pink light. And but I painted this weekend and I didn't wear it, and neither did we just stayed really far apart, my clients and I. So that was good. But I'm planning on going to Houston Labor Day weekend to in Conroe. So it's not actually Houston, but it's an hour.
Right.
To paint at the Wellness Expo there. So I think I'm going to have a chance to really see how well that face mask and those fans work. So, feeling that air coming up. So hopefully that'll be fine. So
I wear that at gigs when we're working outdoors. They work great. I think you'll be thrilled with that. I do. We were driving by a church yesterday that let out late, and I almost made Scott double back so we could go take a picture. Everyone coming out there was wearing a clear raincoat with gloves, and then they had like a rain cap hoodie on and a shield coming out of the church. I mean, everybody did, and I was like, wow, they're creating their own. They all look like they came off NASA spaceship,
Well, so I think what we're going to do, if this goes on much longer, we're going to have our own personal space helmets with oxygen and whatever, and we can get creative with those, I guess.
Yes, Luke, I am your father.
There's so many different ways, Anyway. All right. I'm almost finished here. So my life experiences are my choice to make. What I choose to focus on will be my reality. I can choose to experience life happily wherever I am, whenever I am, in every kind of situation or circumstance. What I experience is up to me every moment of every day. Hopefully, I will decide to be at peace with my past, my present, and what is to come in my life. Therein lies the pathway to true happiness. Being peaceful, being grateful. I remembered being grateful for where I am, what I have, and knowing the power to experience happy reality in every circumstance is always within my reach and is my choice. I remembered as I moved through this exercise in self-awareness that happiness begins with my decision. Once again, it is my choice to shift my thoughts and focus upon possibilities of what I can achieve and experience in this moment instead of rehashing and lamenting over what was or what will be. I am choosing to be happy right now, knowing this happy moment will lead to my next. In an effort to feel better, less stressed, and more peaceful with my present experience, I'll focus on remembering to choose to be happy. Meditate daily to release my fears and negativity from my body, and recite often the following affirmations by Carrie M. Bush. I am at peace with my past. I am at peace with my present. I am at peace with what's to come. As I say these words, I immediately feel calmer, more relaxed. However, it is most important for me to remember to utilize tools at my disposal anytime, anywhere, to soothe my energy so I'll be more productive as I move through the challenges of experiencing happiness in an uneasy, virus-infected world of change and strife. So when I discovered those 3 affirmations, it really hit home for me and helped me through the past 6 weeks or so when I've had difficulty with my husband's passing and grieving for that. And so just saying I am at peace with my past made a difference with that.
Right.
And saying I am at peace with my present, that helped me also. And then I am at peace with what's to come. That helped me with the fear of my grandchildren going back to school and then bringing crap home to me.
Right.
Because I've learned that with my grandkids that I can isolate myself and not go out, but they're coming to me and they're bringing friends. So there we go. So that's what I've discovered. So hopefully my experience can help others.
I think that was incredible. And I think that you really nailed a lot of what most of us think and feel on the head, and the thing that I find frustrating is when I see people in social media shaming other people when they say that they're tired or they're afraid or they're frustrated or whatever. Like, we're not allowed to have feelings.
Right. Those feelings are a human experience.
Well, and I tell everyone that you're allowed to feel what you feel, but if you want to know that you are in charge of your own life, you make choices on how to act to get the results that you want. People really piss me off, but I don't go around shooting them,
Well, many people just really do not realize their happiness depends on them.
Exactly.
No, they don't realize that.
You make your own happiness. Other people might make you happy, but if you want to be happy all the time, it comes from inside.
Right.
For sure.
Well, they don't even really make you happy. You just enjoy how you feel when you're around that person under certain circumstances. Again, this is when it really is all about you. That's the one time it really is.
You, that other person's not going to make you happy.
Okay.
No,
not to change the subject, but are her paintings moving? Does anyone else?
No, I think it's her.
I've been watching
I think
them
it's
going,
her.
oh my God. I'm like, they're moving.
That's supposed to symbolize creation. Sorry, I had to plug up my computer because you ladies were fading fast, so I didn't do that before. So my bad, I'm sorry. But
all that energy.
No, for the past 10 minutes, your paintings have been like moving, like twirling and spinning and
really,
yeah.
Cool. That's what it's meant to do. It's meant to simulate creations, and so this is symbolic of all the elements that it takes to be funneled through a person's psyche or their mind to create. So,
well, I've been watching that. That's fascinating.
Thank you.
I love the colors. So,
thank you.
Well, I thought that was really well said. I appreciate it.
Very well done.
Very well.
Extremely well done.
Thank you so much.
So, okay, if somebody called you and say, let's do a Zoom and I want you to do a painting, you could do that now, right?
Oh, yeah, I do that. I can do it FaceTime or Zoom, whatever works for them.
Yeah. And then just ship it to them after you're done?
That's what I do, and I ship it to them. Yeah.
That's cool. That's very cool.
Wow.
So they can contact me for, remote painting anytime. I'm pretty open with my schedule, so, we can work it into whatever's convenient for you. So I charge $135 for the painting, and that includes shipping. So it cost me almost $20 to ship it, but that's for an 11 by 14, and you're getting an hour session pretty much.
I think that's a really reasonable price.
That is reasonable.
Thank you.
Wow, an 11 by 14, that's a large size painting.
It is.
Well, not really. 11 by 14 is like
14. It's like
it's
that.
like this
Well,
size.
that to me, that's large.
This one is like 36 by 48. So that one, I mean,
Yeah, but I mean, it's not like a 4 by.
It's not a 5x7.
Whatever. Yeah, it's substantial.
So I'm going to ask all of the people watching this now, and if they watch it later, to put some positive energies in this, because we're trying to talk Kay into doing a series of her own, and she has.
oh, thank you.
So, tell her that you love her, and tell her we need to see more of her, and maybe we can convince her to do that series, because I think it would be incredibly interesting. I
really appreciate your offer. Thank you for that.
and I think it would be very enlightening. I think it would be entertaining. I think that it will trigger a lot of things for people to move in the forward position. That was a chess phrase, forward position. I don't know.
Yeah, they want to go backwards. Well, I don't know if we go backwards to the way things were before COVID. I'd be in for that. Just saying.
So if BC is before COVID, then I guess when this is over with, it'll be AC after COVID. So we'll have a whole new number system for years and stuff.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
2021 AC.
Yeah. That's how I remember things, is by different experiences in my life.
Right.
I don't remember.
I don't think I want to go back to the way that I was before this. I think I'm getting comfortable with the new person. So I don't know that I want to go back to that other individual who I just don't think I do. I think there's too many new things that are going to be coming up for us to experience. But I really think this has given us the opportunity to get in touch with ourselves more so than other people. It really is all about individuality.
I agree.
Yes.
And being happy with ourselves.
And utilizing your awareness of that. And that was so well said, Elizabeth. I'm so happy that you shared that, because that is truly, that's what this is all about, is changing our for the better, and changing ourselves for the better, becoming aware of what's important and what's superficial, what's not important. So it's making all those choices. So that was really well said. I'm really happy that you've recognized that in yourself.
Well, I would say that for a lot
there's
of
a different value now.
Well, and I think a lot of people are seeing things in a different way for the positive. For me, if it was not for the concern of health for my loved ones, this has been an incredible experience, because I'm getting life the way I want it. I get curbside service. I now can shop and have everything delivered without everybody going, well, why don't you go to the store? Don't you like to be out around people? I hear that constantly, and I get tired of it. People are more aware of germs. I'm a little bit of a germaphobe before all this started, because of some of the experiences I had on the road. And so now no one makes fun of me because I'm a little concerned about germs, and people are more aware about not touching me. I don't like being touched, and people don't touch me now. So that's awesome. Other than the fact that I don't get to go have an icy and popcorn at the movies, and I don't go get my massage, I'm pretty well satisfied with the way things are going, except I do pray for the health of my loved ones. I do. Yeah. So
absolutely. And for everybody to be safe.
Yes.
We just want everyone to be well. I would. Yeah.
Right. One of my
I wouldn't want to go back.
Good for you. It's like, okay, then I have to get to the point that you are. One of my friends, I'm still working on it. I'm kind of stubborn, so it takes me a little while. One of my friends had COVID a few weeks ago, and she tested positive, and she was only sick for like 3 days, and then she was good to go and was dying to get out of the house. So, you don't know how people are dying, and then other people that aren't, and they come through it okay, and then people have, leftover lingering side effects, and what do we believe? I don't know. Just got to make your own way and set your own standards, I suppose.
Well, and I think that a lot of people have a much stronger immune system than they realize. I went and gave blood last week, and one of the reasons I did that is because they do test you for the antibodies, and I wanted to know if I had been exposed and had it, and I don't. And that was, just a curiosity. It didn't matter one way or the other, except they would have hounded me for my blood every 2 weeks if I had pop positive for the antibodies. But it's just a good thing to know. But I'm sitting there thinking, if I can sit in the ER for 12 hours with mom and be at the hospital where a fourth of the hospital has the flu or has the virus, and she didn't get it and I didn't get it, we're much stronger than we think we are. Even with her compromised immune system with her infection. So,
Right.
So there is no rhyme or reason. I don't like things that aren't logical. There is no
Me
logic.
either.
There is no logic to this. That's what bothers me.
You just hit on that. There's no rhyme or reason to it. It doesn't seem like that's what makes it difficult to move through.
That's the difficulty.
Right.
Challenge.
If you do step 1, 2, and 3, then that's okay. But then you also have to enter into the factor of no control, and that's the people that are around you. Where have they been? Who have they touched? Who, in a lot of ways, it reminds me when the HIV first came to our awareness. It was free love. Everybody was having sex with everybody, and it was like you're having sex with everybody they had sex with, and you had to really start thinking about those issues from a whole different perspective back then. And it's kind of the same thing by the 100th degree up,
Right.
Really.
because we're not just sharing body fluids now; we're sharing air.
Well, the difference. It's hard to control that. That's why I say space helmets with their own oxygen things going on.
That would be kind
I
of cool.
agree with that.
That would be kind of cool.
That would be interesting. Then you could have your own environmental smell, whatever makes you happy. I think mine would be pumpkin spice or something.
Well, that may lead to a whole new kind of drug thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. See, there she. Well, okay. So my space helmet would look like a pumpkin. So okay.
Well, that can be.
Okay. I just see where all this is going.
Yeah, I mean,
pumpkin and pumpkin spice.
Yeah.
Mine would
Decorate the helmet week.
Mine would look like a big cactus with spikes on it. Get the hell away from me.
Well, they have
Oh God. Well, yeah. There would be that. Yeah, there would be. It's unlimited to the creativity of what you can do with your helmet, though. Oh,
That's
my
right.
goodness.
Yeah.
Oh,
Ooh.
look like a marshmallow or
A werewolf.
Ooh, all kinds of things.
I want a werewolf mask.
Yeah.
Ooh.
The ears sticking up. Oh, gee, fur.
I want to get one for
Whole
Scott.
new
I think it'd be
cottage
like-
industry.
Yeah,
I see-
exactly. Deborah would probably have a whole collection of space helmets.
Yes, I would.
Yes.
I see a whole new
Yes.
fetish developing. A whole new fetish.
A whole new fashion for sure.
No, fetish,
Yeah.
not fashion.
And you
Fetish.
could add gadgets to it, like you could put Google in there, and you could have a little screen in there, and
Oh my goodness,
Fans
that's a
and
great idea.
music
You can watch
and-
TV, and just
Virtual reality.
yeah.
yes.
Just extend the virtual
Yeah.
reality
And
goggles.
okay, now where do you want to go? So okay, today I want to go to Egypt, and you just sit back and put your helmet on. You go to
Oh, that reminds me what I was going to tell Kay.
and you can smell the desert, or you can feel the heat. Where you can actually have that sensory feel of the wind blowing and that.
She's gone around the corner now.
Yeah, she has. She's just gone off that cliff.
Yeah, I need to stop.
Well, I think it sounds brilliant.
So,
Yeah,
Kay,
maybe-
why don't you paint yourself?
thank you.
Why don't you paint yourself, do a little dance in the backyard at night, and then have an out-of-body experience? Then you get the painting and the travel all at the same time.
Yes, I'm gonna have to work towards those directions. I think. Yeah.
Instead,
Where I am.
and you can videotape that and sell it on YouTube.
No. But you could talk about it though the next time you're on. You say, okay, this is what I did.
Yeah, really mystical, magical experiences in your own backyard.
Yeah, this is where you went. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, there we go. Limitless.
Well, that was wonderful. Thank you, Kay. That was I'm so glad you expressed your thoughts and feelings. That is, I think, the way the majority of people are feeling right now. Anyway.
Yeah. Because
Okay.
I don't care how enlightened you are. I don't care how good you are at keeping your shit together. Some of this has got to trigger you at least some of the time, because it's life changing. And even a positive life change causes stress. We know that from psychology. And a lot of times people can have everything they want. You were talking about this earlier. They can get the promotion they want, the raise they want, the house they want, but they still go into depression because they're not equipped to handle that change. And
Right.
that is one of the things that I think about and ponder and try to figure out what we can do to mitigate some of that, I do believe we're going to see a lot of post-traumatic stress, a lot of anxiety, a lot of depression, that even when this virus lifts its ugly little veil from our world, we're going to have the repercussions and be dealing with that. And what does that look like, and how can we support people in their healing, their mental and emotional healing? What can we do with that?
How's it going to affect our children? I have a little 6-year-old granddaughter. She's going to have to wear a mask to school. What is that going to do? You know, other little.
My grandkids are remote right now, and I'm so thankful. But the other side of that is that they're all very verbal. They're all very social. You can tell that you know, they're the opposite of me, because they like all that interaction and they miss being with their friends, and that's really hard on them. You know.
Yeah, it is for all of us. So it is. We're just all in this together. And like I said, I've said this before. I'm not a big group activity kind of person. I kind of like golf and, you know, things like that, where you have, you know, just a small group of people that you're with instead of large.
Right.
But still, this is just it's providing so many opportunities that we just talked about today, right? With the whole
This is true. Yeah.
It's just shifting your perspective and looking at it in a different way. And, you know, we've been studying this stuff for a long time. We know how to meditate. We know how to use affirmations, and we still forget it. I know I still become overwhelmed. I've been talking to people for 8 years saying, well, you should do this, say this affirmation, that affirmation, think about it a different way. And I've read multiple, you know, hundreds of books about changing your attitudes. And it's like, every once in a while, it's like, I forget I'm a being here to seek joy. It's like, oh, damn, I forgot I was supposed to do that.
Yeah, let me back up and go back to that store and pick that up. I'll be right back. I'm going to go pick up joy. Hold on.
So, Kay, let's do two things. First of all, let me tell people that they can get meditation tapes on our YouTube channel for anxiety and different things. We're putting up also videos for affirmations to help them with the overall well-being and feeling of joy and feeling powerful. And then tell them how to get a hold of you, because I've got to let all of us go. I have a doctor's call with my mom. So,
okay, yes, okay.
So tell them how to get a hold of you, Kay.
Oh, you can contact me. It's like, send me a text. If I haven't met you, send me a text, and we will create a painting opportunity for you. My number is 214-649-5967. You can also go to my website. It's Khorne, KAHORNE.com. I'm on Instagram, so you can message me that way, and Facebook, although, like I said, I'm trying to get better with Facebook, but I'm not real good about it yet. So, you know, there's other ways to get to me quicker than Facebook.
Is this your correct email address, K_Horne@Verizon.net? Because that's on your picture here.
Yes, that's at one of them, yes.
Okay, so you can email her too. So thank you, and get back to us when you have other things you want to share, but we'll see you again this time next month, because you are a regular, and we're so happy to have you. And we will see you soon. And I'm going to cut all of us off at the same time, just so y'all know.
Okay.
All right.
Bye, everybody. Have a great week.
You too.